Good morning, Butterfield Trail Village. It's good to see everyone today at our town meeting. I'm Ricky Stamps, Director of Programs and Events, and we have some great announcements for you this morning. I just want to tell you as we enter the holidays, it's a time for grateful hearts, and I, along with several of the staff members and uh, staff members and employees here, want to tell you how grateful we are to be a part of Butterfield Trail Village. Um, and with that being said, you should be receiving your December schedule calendar next week. Is that okay? Got a lot of great things going on in December. Oh, okay. It's already gone out by email. Woo! Love technology. But I do want to make a quick announcement. There will be no Butterfield Book Club in December, but we do have the library committee hosting a wonderful open house. So we hope you can stop by the library, and if you've never been, it's a great library and they do a wonderful job bringing you the best reads possible. I would like to let you know Jennifer is not here today, and she wanted me to let you know she will be on vacation all next week for the Thanksgiving holiday with her son. And so her personal lead classes are canceled. The other classes should go off as usual. And then I would like to mention a few things that are coming up in December. We have several concerts here in the Performance Hall. We have Christmas light tours that you can board the Butterfield bus and enjoy those local holiday lights. We will also have a resident lecture by residents David Renfro and Roy Penny on energy at Butterfield Trail Village. So you may want to come by and hear what they've learned and what they would like to share with you. Our Take 5, that's normally the second Tuesday of the month, has been moved to the third Friday of the month at 4 p.m. And for my regulars, you don't want to miss this one. But everyone's invited to this, where we have light hors d'oeuvres and light music. And then this is the on year for Michael and I to host the holiday house hop. And so what that means for you newbies is you sign up, get on a bus, and part of you will go to Michael's house for refreshments and to see Christmas decor. Another group will leave at the same time to come to my house, and then they switch. And then we have two departures, one at 4:30, and then the later one is at 7:30. So we hope you can join us in our homes, and we can just have a very relaxing holiday time together. All right, Butterfield Trail Village Christmas Party. December 13th. Happens to be a Friday, but I just wanted to make sure you know December 13th. Okay, this is our biggest party of the year. And this is a party that my department would like to gift you with a complimentary dinner, beautiful band, lots of decor, and a lot of fun. But this year we're doing something a little different. Rather than having the hors d'oeuvres in the lobby, we're doing a sit-down dinner, which is conducive to the theme Home for the Holidays. And so we're going to try to make it a warm, welcoming, family-filled type event. But in order to be organized with a sit-down dinner, we're going to have to control the sign-ups and the reservations, which is going to be quite simple. Today, following the meeting, Michael and I will be at the table in the back, and we can take your reservation. If you would like to get a group together, and we can have those names, we'll sign everybody up. Say there's 5 people, and we'll assign a table. You don't have to remember the table you're assigned. We'll have that available for you when you come into the party. But then there are also individuals who would just sign up because they want to come and have fun. We'll make sure everyone has a seat at the table. So if you have any questions about the Christmas party, check with us. We'll also do the same thing Monday from 10 to 12:30 here in the Performance Hall, in case you're in TV land and you're not going to be down today. And then we'll also have one last sign up the early week of December for those that may be out of town right now. And I'll send a telegram out to remind everybody about that. Okay? Any questions for programs, transportation, or reception? No? Well, I do appreciate you all so much again. Thank you for being kind to my staff. I think we have a wonderful team and programs. And without any more information of that, I want to introduce Joe Permy, Director of Facilities. And then following Joe will be Kevin, Kelly Sire, and then Marilyn Fields. Thank you all so much and have a very happy Thanksgiving.
So as mentioned, I'm Joe Permy, Senior Director of Capital Projects and Facilities. So we just wanted to kind of introduce you to the face of the team and give you a little definition of what each of us do. So as Director, grounds, capital projects, facilities, and housekeeping, maintenance and housekeeping fall under me, under my umbrella. A lot of my focus is capital projects. Once they're decided on, is implementing them and monitoring them. And then, of course, the bigger maintenance issues, the infrastructure of Butterfield, an aging building and infrastructure. So that is my focus. Then I have assistants that I'll introduce you to that have a more specific focus under that umbrella. But while I'm up here, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you all very much for your patience and understanding during the 2024 geothermal event. So a lot went into fixing that. It was really nobody's fault, but you have no idea how much your kind words in the hall, because you were working hard, helped, because it was stressful for us as it was for you. So thank you very much for that. Now, as far as the order will go in, Cody Crespin is the Assistant Director of Projects and Grounds. So he helps me monitor mainly the renovations, and then he is over the grounds department. Now we have several grounds individuals, and it's a very be out there, see what needs, and fulfill those needs job. So many of you may not have met our new manager for grounds, so we'll get him next and let him introduce himself. Go ahead, Adam, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Adam Fuller. Didn't know I was going to be put on the spot today, but so if y'all bear with me on that one, I'm not very good at this. Yeah, I'm the new grounds manager here. I'm very pleased to be here. The property, it's already a wonderful property, and I plan on just taking it up to the next step. Please reach out to me if y'all have anything, any concerns. I'm always there to help. All right.
And just a quick comment, he's already made some just little tweaks that if you haven't noticed yet, once you notice, I'm going to tell you, you can find them yourselves, but to improve the property. So we're very glad to have Adam. Now I'm going to turn it over to the Assistant Director of Facilities and let him introduce his other assistants. So John, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Morning, everyone. So as most of you already know, my name's John Washington, and I'm the Assistant Director of Facilities. I think I'm going on my second year here now, so I've learned a lot, and I'm very appreciative of having the opportunity to serve everyone on campus, from residents to staff. So thank you for having me here. We've had a lot of changes over the last couple of years, and you've been very patient. We appreciate that. Like Mr. Permy said, the geothermal system was very challenging. And at one point, me and him thought about, if we couldn't figure it out, leaving the country and changing our names. But thankfully, we didn't have to do that. To change up, to go from there, we've had the opportunity to get a well-needed housekeeping manager on our staff now, who's got 30-plus years of experience. And I'm very appreciative to have him on staff, as well as the ones of you who've already met him. I'm pretty sure you share the same sentiment. So without further ado, Mr. Maynard, our new housekeeping manager.
Hello, good morning. I am very glad to be here. I've been received very well, and I appreciate it. Everyone's really nice. But I've been here a couple of months, and I do have a rumor that I want to kind of squash here. I was told I'm 84 years old and I should sit down somewhere. Well, I retired in 2019 and I sat down for 5 years and they got me this cane. I'm not 84 years old, I'm 94. So I'm over housekeeping and laundry. We have a lot of changes coming up. Hopefully I'll be invited back to this forum to present those changes when we're ready to do so. But I'm really happy to be here and I'm looking forward to providing you guys with very good service. Thanks.
So thank you all. Two great additions to the team. A lot of knowledge, a lot of background in the fields we've got them in. Just a quick review of the structure. You'll send your work orders in, you call Lacey in maintenance. If you can't get her, you're welcome to call the front desk because they will send it in because sometimes for some reason, she wants a break or has to go to the restroom or something like that. Or she's tied up with another resident. So keep that in mind. If it's urgent, you can always call the front desk. She pretty much schedules all the maintenance techs, but when it escalates or it's a bigger problem, then John will be involved and he can take care of the issues. And then, of course, if it's something major like we had the infrastructure, I can step in and try to help and gather the knowledge we need. So that's the basic layout. Same with housekeeping. If you have a suggestion or a thought on housekeeping, you can contact Maynard. If it's something larger we have to consider as a team, then he can pass that on to John and likewise. And I will clarify, I was going to leave the country before John and not tell him so that he had to bear the brunt. So thank you all for your time.
All right, good morning. Before I get started, I would I've asked for Dr. Austin from UAMS to say a few words. So come on up and she can introduce herself and give you a little update.
I'm a little shorter than most. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Sarah Awesome. Thank you for having me here today. I am the program director for the internal medicine residents that you see in the clinic with Dr. Wright. And so you can think of me as their principal in a way. Managing adults is a lot of fun, let me tell you. At any rate, you may have heard that we're trying to get our Medicare wellness visits completed by the end of the year and every year thereafter. You may have had some outreach if you're a patient of that clinic to schedule your Medicare wellness visit. And you may or may not have obliged, and you may think that, what is the point of this visit? They can't do anything during this visit anyway. Well, that's not entirely true. So I wanted to clear up some misinformation around wellness visits. One, it is very important for the clinic in terms of meeting our metrics and keeping the clinic afloat. And so it's important that we get those wellness visits done. They're tracked annually, how much we get done. But two, while it may not always be true of this clinic because you all have the fortune of having long appointment times, in a typical clinic, when you have to see a lot of patients very quickly, the wellness visit is the one time a year, much like an annual physical, that you have a long appointment time with your patient. And so it is the one time of year all chronic health history can be reviewed, that your chart is updated, that your health maintenance and preventative measures are reviewed, because it is very difficult for a physician to have sort of a broad overview of a patient when you just come in for your high blood pressure or your toenail or whatever acute visit you're coming in for. Your entire chart is not looked at during those visits. And so it's really important to get those wellness visits done because it's the one time of year your primary gets a chance to review your whole chart and also reconcile stuff from outside facilities. Are there records in the media tab from Washington Regional? Do we need to get records from Washington Regional? And all of the headaches of not having an integrated healthcare system we have to kind of sort through. And so it's super important to get those wellness visits in. And so I wanted to, kind of leave an open floor and take any questions that you may have about wellness visits. No? Do you hate them? Do you love them? Like, why are they asking me all these questions? I don't care if I know I'm scared to fall or my cognitive screenings or whatever. I know those questions can be not fun to answer, but they are important and they're evidence-based. So we often do need to act on those questionnaires if there is an issue there. But I think more importantly, it's the one time a year the entire chart is reviewed. And it's what gives me personally in my own private practice at UAMS a good grasp on patients is when they come in for their annual. I think sometimes one question is, well, I can't bring up an issue I have, a new issue during a wellness visit because they can't work that up during a wellness visit. Well, that's not entirely true. You can bring up acute issues. That's not the purpose of the visit, but that can be billed as a regular visit on top of your free Medicare wellness visit. So some people do it, some people don't. But I would say that it is okay to bring things up that are acutely bothering you, but the purpose is to review the chronic health history. And hopefully my residents aren't giving you guys a headache because I'm losing my hair because of them. It's okay, I'm just kidding. Nobody has any questions about Medicare wellness visits? No? Well, hopefully you get in, and we'll be asking annually for you to come in for your Medicare wellness visit. And even if you have an appointment that's booked for one reason, we may flip it to a wellness visit to kind of hit our metrics as well, okay? All righty. Well, thank you for having me. Our residents really enjoy the experience here, and I know Dr. Wright really loves all you all. So thank you for allowing us to be in this space.
Okay, the next thing we wanted to cover was the resident survey. We really do appreciate your participation in the survey. So we have a few slides for you. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Okay, so as you see, let me take this off. From the survey this year, we reduced the cost and saved a tree or two, meaning by doing it digitally, we didn't have to print off. It was lengthy, and we would have had to print off quite a few. So we appreciate you participating in it online. We shortened the timeline required to analyze the results. So when it was online, Kelly did all the work. Still took a lot of time, but it didn't take days and weeks like it did last year. So thank you. The survey could be taken using a smart device or on paper, and we'll continue to do that for the unforeseeable future. We want everyone to have the opportunity. So 160 people completed the version online, and 29 people completed the paper version, and 189 completed the surveys. And that's roughly, we had 187 people that when we did the survey for the capital request, so with similar participation in that. And that's 46% of the residents. So overall, we scored a 4.5 out of 5, which was very good. We definitely appreciate that. The focus from and we have a word cloud that'll come up in just a minute, but just reading through your concerns and the areas that we scored the lowest on were grounds and landscaping. We know there needs to be more of a focus on that, and since you've done the survey, we have hired Adam, so there will be more of a focus on that. The internet service, of course, we know that's an issue, and assisted living space all came up on the survey as immediate concerns of yours. I'm not sure what that is. So why, yeah, in part, you'll see that on the word cloud. What did we learn? Positive and negatives. We had a lot more positives than negatives that came back on the survey, which we do appreciate. And a comment that we got was the survey was too long. And so the question is, what do you want to leave out? And we're working on that for next year. We will condense it some next year. We want to give you the opportunity to make comments on everything that you'd like to make comments on. We made sure everything was covered thoroughly and gave you plenty of opportunity to write in any comments that you had. So we definitely appreciate that. So I have Kelly is going to explain how the word cloud worked.
All right, so this is called a word cloud. And it's just kind of a fun little tool that you can use to get a sense of the frequency that particular words are used when you've got a lot of data. And it gives you a sense kind of just of general mood and things of greater emphasis or less emphasis. And so to create the word clouds, what I did was every single section, every department that you analyzed, as well as some general questions about just overall comments, I took every single word that was submitted through both the digital and then retyped all of the written surveys so that I could capture every single word. And then I ran it through this word cloud program to actually generate a visual representation of what you said. Something that's important to keep in mind when you look at this is that these words are not necessarily in context. So it's not analyzing phrases, it's analyzing individual words. So some of these words may have had a positive or a negative connotation, or maybe both. But the important thing is that it still shows you that those topics or those reactions to things were of greater or lesser importance. So this first one was the question, why did you choose to come to Butterfield? And I think this is really neat because it reinforces what we already kind of knew, healthcare, big importance. And so obviously that's something that is of concern to people when they're looking at Butterfield and communities like this, but it's also something that continues to be important to you as you are here as residents. Reputation, life, long, quality, Fayetteville community, all of these things I think are interesting representations of just what it was that you were thinking when you answered that particular question. So when you see those little tiny words in there, that just means that maybe those words were mentioned once or twice. The words that are large, obviously health and care, that was mentioned over and over and over. So very good representation. There we go. All right. This is where I took the analysis of the general overall comments. So this was looking at when you were asked a question, do you have any additional comments you'd like to make that were in addition to how you were assessing individual departments? These were your comments and kind of how that was aggregated. I think what really stood out to me in this one, and again, this is such a positive in my mind, is that community is central. And so when you're talking about Butterfield and the way that people feel about it and what is important to you and what you want to protect, community is that word that comes back over and over and over. You'll also notice parking is really big in there. And I don't think that came as a surprise to anybody because obviously that's a concern to a lot of people. So it's interesting to see that represented. I think parking is an interesting word because, again, the comments that related to that topic were not positive comments. So you can see it's just a word. It could go positive or it could go negative. In this particular case, that's something that is of concern. And then the last one I wanted to show you is a word cloud that's based on every single word that was written in that survey across every single category that you analyzed as well as your general comments. So we're talking tens of thousands of words that were analyzed to create this graphic. And obviously, residents, central to all of this. You know, that word should be there and it's an obvious one. But I think what really felt nice about seeing the results of all this is the number of positive words there. Good, helpful, services, appreciate, outstanding, excellent, great, work, like, you know, all of these things available. Those to me are very positive words. And again, even though they don't have the exact context with them, they still sort of rise the cream to the top. And so I just wanted you all to see sort of a visual representation of what the survey was telling us. I do have a word cloud for every single category, department that was analyzed, and there's a bunch of them. As you know, it was a very long survey. So we didn't want to have to present all of that to you today, but Kevin and I will work together to figure out how we want to make that information available, and if you wish to see it, I'm happy to share it. So thank you again for participating in this. It's really helpful and important information for us.
And so it was good to see the comments. So we took the comments, wrote all the ones that were facilities related or maybe related to the future capital items that we have. And everything that you mentioned on there is on our 5-year capital plan, which is all good news. So I feel like everyone's on the same page there. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know it took a lot of time. So hopefully we can make it a little more condensed in the future, but thank you for taking the time to do that. All right, so just a few more things. I know we had a long meeting Monday night, and I gave you all the information then, so I won't regurgitate all of that, but I will go over a few things with you that have happened since then. So the timers for the lights, several people have brought up the timers on the lights, and Joe is replacing all those automatic timers on the floors, on the bistro, on the front of the building, so that should be done pretty soon, so thank you for pointing that out. The elevators, we got a schedule now, so we hope that they will start working on those in the next 4 weeks. Is that correct? So everything has been delivered. They were here yesterday to schedule the time, so that's coming very soon. I'll keep you updated on that. We are working to dim the lights in the parking lot. That has come up that the lights were too bright. The new lights were too bright in the parking lot. So we have dimmed them on the side of healthcare. And so if that's still not enough, we'll work on another plan. So that's what we're trying a less expensive fix first. The tax returns for the foundation are, what did you tell me? For Butterfield and the foundation are at the front desk. So tax returns at the front desk, if you'd like to see them, for Butterfield and the foundation are at the front desk. And I will, we have one more thing. Marilyn's going to give you an update. After she's done, I'll hang around up here like I always do on the Monday night meeting and answer any questions you have, stay as long as you want to stay, answer anything that you have. So, Marilyn?
Thank you. We had a great kickoff Monday night for our Christmas Purse campaign, and it seemed to be very well received, and the place was full. In fact, we had a few people standing up in the back. So thanks to you all. And we're really dedicated, we're excited about how dedicated you all are. In the first 4 days of collection, we have gotten $39,000. And when you add that to the monthly contributions, we now have $56,000, almost halfway to our 120 goal. And we have 16 days remaining. I do want to call attention to the fact that your contribution is not tax deductible because it is a gift. And it is also not taxable to the employees. That's how we can give them as much as we can. So anyway, the video was a smashing success. You know, we came up with the idea, but an idea is just that, an idea, until we get somebody who can masterfully produce it and edit it, and there it was. And I have to say, Kelly Sire did it all. So, thanks to you. How do you ever thank anybody for something like that? Anyway, she has edited the video, and they're showing a portion of it every day at 12 o'clock on 1961. And immediately after this, is it right now, before questions? Nathan, oh, there he is. They're going to show the video again in case any of you want to see it again, or for those of you who did not see it the first time. Thank you so much.
One more thing that I thought of. We talked about how excited an employee is when they get the check. But I can tell you from talking to them, another thing that they appreciate is when we can tell them what the percentage of participation was. We've analyzed the number of units, independent living units, plus a percentage of health care, because they come in differently and we can count them in a different category. And last year we had around 92% of the people who gave something. And giving something is the important part. Yes, we have some big givers, we have middle-of-the-road givers, we have some, but anything is helpful. It all adds up to meeting that goal. And, I'd love to tell them at the end of this year that we had 98 or 99%. So please give something from your heart. Thank you.
Several of the employees have come up to me and said, "You make me famous." And then Juan was so excited, and he said, somebody asked me if I would do that again, and he said, "Oh, yes, next year, yes." So who knows, we may have another one next year. Thank you.
My name is Alex. I work in dining, and I'm a server. Also do other things like events and stuff. I've worked here on and off for the past 11 years.
My name is Sonia Rebollar, and when I started here, I started at the beauty shop when it used to be inside. And now I work on Saturdays, I work at the beauty shop. So I'm here Monday to Friday at the housekeeping, from 8 to 4:30. And my ladies are so wonderful.
Hi, I'm John from groundskeeping. I have been with Butterfield for 3 years now, and we basically do everything outdoors that needs to be done. So,
hi, my name is Juan Portillo, and I work in a housekeeping department, but my title is floor tech, and I here almost 9 years in Butterfield Drive.
Hello, hi, Yahweh. My name is Junica Quintaro. I've been here at Butterfield for like 5.5 years, almost 6, when it's December 28th. My job here is a server, one of the servers here at the BTV dining room.
My name's Lacey, and I'm working dining. I'm the pastry chef here at Butterfield.
My name is Cody Crespin. I've worked here at Butterfield for about 8 years. In October it will be 8 years. I work in the facilities department and the grounds department, and I'm the assistant director of capital projects and grounds.
So my name is David Didson. I've worked at Butterfield Trail Village for 3 years now, and I'm in the maintenance department, mainly working on the air conditioners and the appliances for the residents.
My name is Marie Twyman, and I am 26. I work in assisted living as a CNA. Over there, we do some chores. We do some cleaning of the rooms. We serve dinner and we give showers, and we do some table games with the residents.
My name is Roger Coker. I'm a bus driver for Butterfield. I'm in the programming department. I do a lot of different things besides just bus driving, events, and other activities here at Butterfield.
My name is Tanya. I work in HCC. I'm a CNA. I get the hands-on care of the residents.
My name is Brennan Duong Champa. I've worked here for about 5 years in total. I work in the kitchen and the bistro as a cook.
My name is Ana Gonzalez. I'm working here 4 years. My position is housekeeping. In my choice, I'm working in special care, in healthcare, clean the rooms, dining room, break rooms. I have a lot of rooms, but it's okay. I like it, my job, so much.
I'm 20 years working here, and when I started here, I told my other ladies, which they're all gone, that I was only gonna stay 5 years. But my ladies turned out to be so wonderful that I end up staying.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about Butterfield. My favorite thing is that I feel like I'm coming into a little community every single day. And it's kind of like its own little city or town. And so we get to really have really intimate relationships with the residents and our co-workers, really get to know them really well, and it's good to come here every day to that.
I love working here because everybody's just so friendly and positive, and it's a nice little community overall.
Butterfield. I really enjoy the residents. They're very kind, and they have a really good attitude. I think that's my favorite part is the residents.
I have been here for 4.5 years. Come March, it'll be 5 years. I've loved the job, and the reason more than anything loving this job is because of the people. I love the history, the stories, the background these people have, the things that they have gone through. It's uplifting, it's emotional to me, and it's very rewarding.
I love it. What I love most about Butterfield is that we get to have the there's too many benefits, and we get to have the access to the gyms, the pool. Most of all, seeing all these residents giving us big smiles, greeting us every day.
Getting to know all the residents and all their family members, just seeing them and then getting to know them and developing a friendship basically with them.
The people. After that, I like to work in details. So I got a few experience about my job, but when I come in here, just do it like a touch.
Oh, I'm happy working here because the first one, the resident is very kind with me. My bosses, I don't have problem with anybody. Yeah, I have good team, the co-workers. Yeah. Oh, the benefits in my schedule, I love that.
I like the people I work with, and also working in the dining room, it keeps me fed. Yeah, just overall like environment, like I really do enjoy being around the people that I'm with every day.
I've been here almost 4 years. I stay because I really like the residents and
The diversity, being able to, but just working on many different things from ACs to appliances, plumbing, electrical, and just knowing that I'm making a difference for the residents and making their lives happy and easier.
I have been at Butterfield for this December will be 6 years. The environment, everybody is so friendly. When I started, of course, everybody still is friendly, and there's a whole bunch of new faces everywhere.
What I think about the Christmas purse is it means so much to me, not just to me but my family, because around Christmas is the biggest time of the year and joy, and I'm thankful for all these amazing, beautiful residents here at Butterfield. Thank you for all you do for us, especially giving us love and care.
I never, in all the jobs I have done, not everybody give that. So when we got it, it was like, it's a blessing. It just brings joy, and you get to see other workers, they even cry because we all have kids and we all have different needs, and we could use it toward that. And it just feels good. And so us to repay back that feeling and that thankful that you all do that for us. The residents are so giving. We bake for them. We try to make dessert or bake, and we get all excited and we put it all out there, and we enjoy seeing them enjoying that.
It just means that the residents really do care about what we do, and like helping, serving the residents, just taking care. Like it really shows that they really do care about us, caring about them.
to you?
It's quite meaningful, actually, because holidays can be very stressful, and it does take a lot off of just the stress overall. And just want to say that we're so appreciative and grateful for every one of the residents here.
It's helped out a lot, especially that time of the year financially. It's helped put a little bit more food on the table for the kids, get the presents for kids, but just pay up a couple of extra bills. So it's helped out more than I ever could have imagined.
The Christmas bonus last year saved me because it helped me have Christmas and still be able to have some money to live off of because I had surgery on my back. So that like really saved me.
One thing is because it's the time when I start here, because I start in December. So when I got my first one is 1 year later that I start. But that one is so important for me because that helped me for buy dress for my family for Christmas. So the other one is very different because the other one let me do something different for my family each year.
I appreciate what the Christmas Purse does and what the residents at Butterfield do for the Christmas Purse. It has helped me personally provide Christmas for my daughter and my family, of course. And you know, last year during Christmas time, my washer went out, so I had to buy a new one. So the Christmas Purse actually helped me during that time.
Also for me, because I don't expect for that in Christmas, is awesome. I love it. I don't have much word for it. It's awesome for me. I'm grateful for that.
Oh, it's meant a lot. I'm a single mother, so it really helps me at Christmas. And it's been a blessing to me.
And it's a really nice injection into the holidays there, and it really allows us as employees to buy stuff for our kids or our families and other Christmas presents and anything else that we need around the holidays. There's always a lot that's going on and a lot to buy and a lot to spend on, so it means a lot, and it makes the holidays really special.
It means a lot because it really alleviates a lot of stress about buying presents for like families and friends and stuff.
This may be coming a little different than a lot of others might say, but I think as you know, a married couple, my wife and I, she sees everything I do in the way of financially, money being used, whether it's checks, whether it's a debit card. She knows where the money comes from, where the money's going. When I get this money, you know, it's one of these things, what she don't know don't hurt. I mean, my wife's birthday is November 30th. And so the money usually comes right there about that time. And so I can go to the jewelry store and get her a beautiful present for her birthday as well as Christmas, and she doesn't know about it. If I was to do it and use my debit card, then she would know. So it's a beautiful thing. Then also, there's always some little left over, and I put it in my little coin, my stash. I got dollar bills and coins and stuff, and it's that money is saved up to where I can get enough money to buy steaks for the whole family, and let my son-in-law cook steaks, and I let him know where it comes from.
All right, is everyone ready to go, or do we want to take questions? Anyone have any questions about anything? Nope. Okay, thank you. Have a good weekend.